The library book that only lets you read the last page. My name is Evelyn Carter. I'm 34, and I've worked as a librarian in the same small public library in rural Maine for 12 years. The building is old, built in 1892, red brick, tall windows. The kind of place that still has a card catalog because the board refuses to throw it away. People come for the quiet. They come for the smell of old paper and dust. They come because it's the only place in town that hasn't tea changed since their grandparents were children. We have one book that no one ever checks out. Sits on the third shelf from the bottom in aisle 7, fiction section. Between two worn copies of Rebecca and a battered Wuthering Heights. The spine is plain black leather. No title, no author name, no Dewey Decimal sticker. The call number is handwritten in faded pencil. REFOOO. No one knows where it came from. No one remembers putting it there. It's always been there. The rule is simple. You don't touch ref. The older librarians taught me that on my first day. They said it quietly, like they were telling me about a ghost. Don't open it. Don't move it. Don't even look at it too long. I laughed at first, they didn't. Years passed. People asked about it. Sometimes tourists, kids, bored retirees. I always gave the same answer. It's reference only, not for circulation. They accepted it. They moved on. Until last October, a woman came in on a Tuesday afternoon, mid-40s, dark coat. Hair pulled back. Eyes too bright, like she hadn't slept in days. She walked straight to aisle 7. Pulled ref -0 from the shelf without hesitation. Sat at the reading table by the window. Opened it. I watched from the circulation desk. She read for maybe 10 minutes. Then she closed the book. Stood up. Walked to the front door. Left without a word. The book was back on the shelf when I checked an hour later, exactly where it belonged. The next day she returned. Same coat, same eyes, same book. She read longer this time, almost an hour. When she left, she looked paler. Her hands shook. She came every day for a week, always the same routine. Pull the book, sit at the same table, read. Leave. On the 8th day, she didn't leave. I found her at closing time, still at the table. The book open in front of her. She was crying, quietly, tears falling onto the page. I approached. "Ma'am, we're closing." She looked up. Her eyes were red but calm, too calm. "I finished it," she said. I glanced at the book. It was open to what looked like the last page. Only one sentence visible, and then she understood there was no more to read. She closed the book gently, stood, walked to the shelf, placed it back exactly where it had been, then she left. I locked up, went home, tried to forget. The next morning, the book was gone. Not misplaced, not stolen, gone. The shelf was empty. A perfect rectangle of dust where it had sat for decades. I searched the entire library. Nothing. 2 days later, it reappeared, but not in aisle 7. It was on the hold shelf behind the circulation desk. Waiting, a name was written on a slip inside. Evelyn Carter, my name. Stared at it for a long time. Then I opened it. The pages were blank. All of them. Oh. Every single one, except the very last page. One sentence, in black ink, fresh. "You may begin reading now." I closed it, put it back on the hold shelf, locked the library, went home. That night I dreamed of the woman. She was standing in aisle 7, smiling, holding the book out to me. "Read the last page," she said. "It's the only one that matters." I woke up sweating. The book was on my nightstand, open to the last page. The sentence had changed. You have 1 night left to finish. I didn't sleep again. The next day, I carried the book back to the library, placed it in aisle 7, exactly where it belonged. It stayed there for 3 weeks. No one touched it. No one asked about it. Then one morning, it was gone again. This time the shelf was not empty. A new book sat in its place. Same black leather, same blank spine. I opened it. Blank pages, all except the last one. A new sentence. She is waiting for you to begin. I closed it, locked it in the bottom drawer of my desk, told no one. That night the drawer was open. The book was on my pillow when I got home, open to the last page. The sentence now read, "Tonight you finish." I burned it. Watched the pages curl and blacken in the fireplace. Cover refused to burn. It sat in the ashes, intact. And the next morning, it was back on the shelf in aisle 7. Perfect. No scorch marks. No damage. And the last page had changed again. Cannot burn what is already finished. I stopped sleeping in the house, stayed in the library. I watched the book. Every night, it never moved. But every morning, the last page was different. A new sentence, always about me. You will read it soon. You're almost at the end. Tonight you turn the page. Last night I opened it. I couldn't stop myself. The pages were still blank, except the last one. The sentence was simple. Evelyn Carter finished the book on the night of October 31st. Today is October 31st. The library closes in 20 minutes. I'm sitting at the circulation desk. The book is on the shelf in aisle 7. I can feel it watching me. I can feel the last page waiting. I don't know what happens when I read it. I don't know if I'm supposed to finish it. I don't know if anyone ever has. But the clock is ticking. The lights are dimming. And the last sentence is already written. I just have to turn the page. If you ever find a library with a black book on the 3rd shelf from the bottom in, aisle 7, no title, no author, no call number except REFOO. Don't touch it. Don't open it. Don't even look too long, because some books don't let you finish them. They finish you. And the last page is always your name.